Good afternoon. Here we are. Sky blue, and it's nice weather. Again, it's not so hot. So just finishing off my steps for the day. 6 and a bit weeks out. How am I feeling? Mainly just to stay fresh. I know that's quite difficult deeper into prep you go, but obviously I'm learning from mistakes in the past. I think I've been told I've over dieted and you lose muscle tissue and look stringy, and of course I'm 5'10", so don't carry a huge amount of muscle, so when you diet down too much then you do lack the muscularity that you need. So I'm trying my best to retain what I've built in the winter, trying to stay strong. So today was what was it today? It was pull session. It was push. So I was aggressive, deliberately aggressive, sort of smartly aggressive, if there's a word, a saying that goes with that. Obviously, the lower the body fat, the more risk you are with injury, but the movements are the same. I'm just, again, there's schools of thought here about whether you log stuff 6 weeks out from a show, does it matter? And you can get despondent as well if you start relying on numbers, because they're not going to match, or they may drop and you might feel a little bit sort of low from that. So sometimes you do have to throw the logbook out, but it's helping me focus, it's helping me stay strong. It's mentality really that I'm approaching each set as hard as possible. I do have a slight niggle, which, let's face it, have the odd niggle, and it's just part of the game. So I've got a little niggle here. I've got tennis elbow, my right elbow, which obviously as well posing, so I'm posing now 36 to 40 minutes a day, hard, and it's horrible. And it's good though, because it feels like sometimes like a cardio session, but it's getting my body into the kind of shape I want it to be. Am I where I need to be right now? I'm not sure, because my mentality is so different this season. In the past I've gone really deep, like you say, probably over dieted to a point where I've lost. So going into the last 5 or 6 weeks I'm really struggling, but as I feel reasonably fresh. I went low yesterday, like below 100 gram carbs for the day. I had a shift at the gym, so I didn't finish till late, but again I stayed off my feet for the morning and pretty much did 13,000 steps, which is more than I should, just because I'm on my feet up and down the stairs. So this morning no fasted steps. So in the past I probably would have still pushed to see where I'm trying to pull back where I need to. I'm not berating myself for it, I'm not punishing myself, keeping myself fresh, because I feel that's probably a way forward. Even making minor progressions in the gym, which would be good. So trying to stay as full and hard as possible going into that first show. That's the aim, and again, body weight doesn't matter. It is the look I'm chasing. But of course, you do use the scale as a way to monitor and see changes. So for example, switched up, only a slight change in the diet today, where I was having courgettes, or was it the Americans call zucchini? Yeah. Courgettes, so quite a light vegetable, and I've thrown now in spinach to replace that with tomatoes. So higher in potassium, just to kind of balance off the potassium sodium effect feel like at the moment, yeah, it's body fat that needs to come off for sure. That takes time. Obviously, water retention, introducing spinach, as I've known in the past, it tends to thin out the skin a little bit. Just the effect because of the intracellular effect of potassium drawing out the water. So just a slight change. I started to see it actually as soon as I had that meal. It was devoid of carbs, as in no rice. It was quite nice actually. I enjoyed it. So I mixed up tomatoes, sort of light fry oil with tomato, spinach, 100 grams, which obviously kind of reduces in size when you fry it, and then tuna, spring water tuna with lots of spice. Put in turmeric, which is a go-to at the moment, and smoked paprika, pepper, and obviously 2 grams of pink salt to offset the potassium. So yeah, and I take low salt in the morning with my breakfast. So, you know, apart from probably the back end of last week where I was starting to flag, but it's inevitable at some point there are times where you deplete. But what I'm trying to do, I introduced a high day, very needed on Sunday, 350 grams, and I only went up by like 0.2 of a kilogram. Not even that, it was very minute in the scale, so the body needed that to replenish. Glycogen was obviously quite low, so you know, it's using it tactically, not just willy-nilly. I'm trying to throw them in, and of course I'm going off for the seaside weekend away in a couple of weeks with my children, so that will be more of a refeed. I will probably pack, just to keep my blood sugar up, because I've been on low calories. I'll probably pack some oatmeals, mixture of oats, protein and almond butter, and I'll probably pack 3 or 4 of those just to satiate myself, because we'll be going through, I won't be scheduling meals obviously like I would normally, but I will still probably pack in 2 or 3 of those in the day, and then we'll have a meal in the evening, which will be an off plan, whatever I want, which will do me good. That little fresh detachment as well, decompress, whatever you like to call it, is nice, because when I return on the Monday we're about 4 weeks out, so body will be ready to go again, and probably look to deplete hard, knowing that you're feeling fresh, and that's the key to it. And it's different for everyone, and I'm trying to learn the mistakes from the past, things that I didn't do, and the things I did do right last year towards the back end, understanding the need to keep that output, as in my steps fairly limited, and keeping myself off my legs because they're the first to go, and is actually one of my stronger points, or used to be. So by minimising to 10,000 a day, it keeps those fuller and manages fatigue. I'm now home, so I will call it off now, but needless to say, we're in a good place, and I'll catch up with you very soon.